Hi guys, so we're going to learn the art of the downward facing dog, and I'm also going to explain the difference between downward facing dog and pike. So piking is Pilates, and downward facing dog is yoga, obviously. There's a few things that are done in downward facing dog, or a few cues that are missed, and it's actually can cause a lot of injury. So you really don't need too many downward facing dogs in your practice. Typically these days we have a lot of shoulder and neck issues, and it really doesn't help if you don't have the muscles working properly in the upper body. To begin with us in our lovely technology age, it doesn't help. So let's get working with downward facing dogs. So it will help if you actually watch the table video first. It talks a lot about positioning. It will help you. We'll go over it quickly, but if you're like, I still have a few more questions about just the 4-point kneeling position, go back and watch the table video. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. So in downward facing dog, okay, so you're going to spread the fingers out. Okay, press the knuckles down. Now there are two basic hand positions that you can use in downward facing dog. You can press the whole hand down, right, and you press into every fingertip. You press from the root knuckles and grow out, and you press that way. Or you can also do a U shape into the hand and press into the 3 fingertips. So it's bowed a little bit more. Find which one works for you, okay? There's different wrist types, and you'll find if this one is like too stressful, try easing up, okay? No matter what though, the arms, the hands are sort of active, and you want to be pushing the weight back. We'll get into that, okay? So hands are down. Good, middle fingers facing forward. And don't feel that you need to have your wrist bones right in line with the shoulders. I see so many people do that. And when we go back, you're forced into your upper traps. Don't do that, okay? You should be comfortable in your downward facing dog, okay? So what we're going to do is spread the fingers out. Okay, good. Now press in. You're going to tuck your toes. So you're in a 4-point kneeling position. Tuck your toes, okay? Recruit the core. Get the knees up. Shoulders wide, okay? So from here, just feel yourself hold this a little bit, okay? Good. Hold the core in, okay? Good. Now from here, we're going to lift and we're going to scooch back. So you want to be a straight line from your hands to your tailbone, okay? You don't want to sink the back and pop the bum, nor do you want to curl and sit forward into the shoulders. You are a straight line. You're not squeezing the ears to the shoulders. You're dropping and rolling them back. So it's like your armpits are trying to face the ground, okay? You're pulling your shoulder blades down the back. You're pulling the low ribs in. Don't let the ribs pop. You're pulling the low ribs in. The goal when you go into downward facing dog isn't to look like a giant tent that's collapsed, okay? Your goal is to be an angle, okay? Just at the hips. Straight line, okay? So you're going to go into this, okay? If you have trouble engaging the shoulders, okay, we're breaking it up. This is what we're doing. You're going to sit back wherever you can. Tent the fingers, let the head come down, okay? And you're going to push in and pull your shoulders down your back. Let them widen around the body. Press in, okay? Don't squeeze, don't lift, don't take your shoulders out of the socket. Push them back into the body, okay? So I know that yoga doesn't like the word core, but we do, okay? You do have to use your core, or else you're going to wreck your shoulders and your neck, okay? And hopefully not your spine, right? Sometimes it is. So don't do that. You got to move from your core, guys. So we're going to come back up. So you can come from here. If you can keep a nice strong line, okay, tuck the toes, lift, press back. Notice I haven't even mentioned the legs yet. Yeah, see, that's where a lot of times we fail, because we right away then we say, oh, and try to get your heels down. Well, my knees are bent. You know what that's going to do? That's going to weaken my Achilles. I haven't even gotten my knees straight yet. So you want to make sure that you're getting your knees straight before the heels come down, okay? You might not even get to that point because you might still be working on your upper body, okay? It's fine. So come up, press back, okay? Recruit the shoulders, pull the ribs in, okay? Now, slowly try to take the right knee straight. Breathe. When you do that, I don't want you to come forward. You're pushing back. As you take the knee straight, you're not rounding the back, okay? You're staying with the ribs towards the thighs, belly engaged, and you're trying to take the knee straight. Only when the knee is straight do you then start to release the heel. That's it, okay? Come back in. It might take you months to get there, but at least you're not going to hurt yourself. Take the leg straight. Maybe you can release the heel. Good. Come back in. You're starting to think about something else. Maybe you're not breathing. Take the knees down. Stretch back. Shake out the wrists. Right? Relax the face. Relax the head. Right? You can also do this from with the elbows down. Okay? So remember though, engaging the shoulders with the elbows down is harder than with the hands. Okay? But if you have bad wrists, then do it. Right? Make sure you press the palms together. Right? Pull the shoulders in. You can watch my planking video on that. And that tells you about your shoulder alignment, that you press back. Okay? Knees are in. Okay? Take one leg straight. Bend. Take the other leg straight. Bend. Once you can get both legs straight, then you start to work the heels down. And if you're on your elbows, you're going to have a harder time getting your heels down than if you have your hands. Okay? So don't worry about that. Okay? Good? Okay, cool. Yay. So, fun trick, when you're in downward facing dog, if you're in it properly, I don't know if you'll see this on the video if I do it, but try to lift your toes up. So, it's kind of fun, right? Try to lift. So if you go find my, they're foot and brain exercises, and in your downward facing dog, trying to actually lift your toes. It's a lot of fun. Well, Shannon fun, you know. So, now let's talk about the difference between pike and downward facing dog, okay? So when we pike, we roll through the spine to get there, okay? You'll see this actually a lot. Yoga and Pilates have gotten like really intertwined as instructors try to find new things to keep classes fresh. You know, no shade on them, right? None at all. It's trying to, you know, it's hard to keep people interested, right? So you need to have variety, but it's a matter of making sure that they're done well. So when we pike, right, we actually pike with the intention of coming forward and up and dropping in. So this, right, and this is downward facing dog. It's actually a beautiful movement to do if you have the strength to do it. And then you come flat. Okay, so you come up. Okay, so it's meant to be a pre-position for sort of lifting and floating yourself into like a handstand or a headstand. Maybe I'll do a video on that later. So that's it. It's a very beautiful movement actually. So it's just like rounding out the spine. And once you learn the art of pressing away from the ground, not letting your body sink into it, it takes on a really wonderful existence. So that's it. Please like, subscribe, whatever you want, okay guys? Please let me know in comments if you want me to do a specific video for you. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye guys.